Hey y'all, Matt here, Bobcat Bonsai, and as you can see, still in a similar outfit. I've got a lot of downtime today because it's been raining so bad for the past 2 days that they canceled the cross games, which means I actually have time to do something. So what does that mean? I'm gonna actually do some videos of me doing stuff and share them with you guys as soon as I get them all edited. So, just because I'm getting this all knocked out today, which is, what is today? I think today's the 30th of April. Yep, today's April 30th. So, even though I'm getting all these videos done on April 30th, does not mean that we are going to have them all released anytime soon. You may not see them till like mid to end May, because that's when my schedule is supposed to finally open up. And once it does, I'm sorry, you guys are gonna get so many videos, you're gonna get sick and tired of seeing me again. But, let's get to it. Alright, so this is a rather tall tree here. It's one of my birch trees, and I am looking to just trim it up a little bit, get rid of some of the dead. So unfortunately you're gonna have to deal with me coming into this camera and doing stuff here. Some of these branches, you can tell, just are not going to be any good anymore, so we're just going to get rid of some of them. This one doesn't look promising, but I'm going to give it a little scratch right here. Yeah, so that one's dead, I know, at least there. Let's check it out right here. That one's actually dead all the way back, so that branch is now gone. I don't have to worry about dieback because it's already dead. This one's got a little leaf coming in right there, so we're going to leave that branch alone. I don't see too much happening on this one, so let's give it a little scratch test up here. And that one's dead so far to there. Still dead. Still dead. So, gonna cut this one off all the way to there. Alrighty, so it looks like it's been taking quite the beating down in this range, but I want it to thrive as well as it can, so I'm actually gonna come in here and just cut that off because that piece was all dead down to there anyway. We have that nice leaf down there, but then let me take a look, because that whole top half is dead. And parts of the bottom are alive. So we are going to take off this one to right there, and hopefully that leaf does pretty good. So above there, there's not really too much that I want anyway, so I'm going to actually take and cut this to right here. That way, worst case scenario, if any of this is alive, it only dies back to that branch. And that was actually nice and alive. So, that's a bonus. For at least that one. We'll end up at some point picking a new leader. We may end up even all the way down here as a leader and just seeing where we go from there. But, until that time comes, we just gotta trim it up a little bit. I feel like that's really long. We'll leave it be though. We'll leave it be. So that's about all we're going to do with this little guy right here. I did take a pretty decent chunk, so let me grab my cut paste real quick. Alrighty, so got that, got the cut paste. Beep, beep, beep. So we'll put the cut paste on that one. And that one's good to go. I've been using these scissors I got off of Amazon a lot lately. I mean, a lot of times when I buy stuff like this, it's so that I can learn how other companies have made it, so I can figure out how to make it myself. But scissors are pretty simple. But these scissors I really, really like. Like, these things have made my life way easier using them. So, this one, let's take a look down in here. We need to look because I'm questioning whether this tree's even alive anymore, or if it hit root rot from all the water. And it looks like it definitely did. Yeah. Yep, that one rotted. So that's about it for the day. We're all done there. I have no plans to do too much more. I guess the option could be I could always cut it and then try to use it as a cutting, but I don't think that's going to work because all the buds already released their energy and leafed out and died. So that's over for this one. Now we've just got to move on and work with this little tree right here, which also has some buds breaking down low, which is great news for me because we all need these little buds to break down low. Sorry, all the rain doesn't help you, but just little buds in there all over breaking. So that's great. I am actually going to keep this one inside though now to make sure that we don't run into any more issues of overwatering with how much it's been raining today. All right. Let me see if I have anything else to work on since this video just ended up way shorter than I intended. All right, so I should have pre-planned this, but I'm going to move you in closer on this one. This was a tree I actually just got this year from that group for free. It's a Prisimmon, and this is meant to get planted out, but I wanted to discuss what you should do in this situation, right? So I was checking it out and I was like, okay, this thing's died back a lot on the top, and I know it's probably really hard to see the color differential here, but if you can see, this is all black and this whole thing is just dead all through the top, all the way down to about right here. So what should we do in this situation? Do we just plant the tree and say, hey, let's see what happens? Is it going to keep trying to feed energy up to this dead part? Is the dead part going to cut back and infect the rest of this little tree? What exactly is the overall things that are going to happen? And I'm not 100% certain. So I feel like the right thing to do is we're going to cut this back all the way to here. We're going to hit it with some cut paste, and we're going to keep it inside to dry off for a little bit and hope that it turns around and does great. Then my overall goal still, I'm not going to use this as a bonsai tree, but what if this happened to your bonsai tree and you weren't sure what to do? Cut it back all the way, put some cut paste on to keep the moisture trapped inside so it's just not constantly sucking all the moisture out. And I feel like that's the right answer to go with. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come in here. I know we're nice and healthy to right about here, so cut that off. And then let's see, it looked dead to this point, and it was dead all the way back to right in there where I thought it was. So all we're doing is preventing the moisture from being pulled out of it. We're now going to seal it back up, and hopefully this becomes a nice big tree with these two as my two new main leaders, and we can get it planted out and taken off well out in my woods is the plan with this one. So that's what we've got. There we go. Can you tell I haven't done this in a while? Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, you should subscribe to my channel. And if you really enjoy my content, you should hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I release a new video. Thank you.